Welcome back to the Dragon Den, my loyal Dragonites. King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Monday Night Wars, The Undertaker. And so here we have Undertaker posed and out of the packaging, and I'm really excited to have this figure. But before we have a look at his details, let's run through his accessories. Undertaker does come with 2 pairs of hands. And besides the 2 pairs of hands, Undertaker really doesn't come with any other accessories. So with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at The Undertaker. This is one attire from The Undertaker that I have been looking forward to for a really long time, and I'm really happy Mattel has finally got around to it. When I think back to the Attitude Era Undertaker, this is basically the attire I always see him in. Taking a look at the head sculpt, it's a pretty decent likeness to the Undertaker. It's not the best we've seen, but we have seen much worse. He has that really mean mug which looks very good, and I love the way that his hair drapes over his face. You can see Undertaker does have quite a thick goatee here, which I think that they might have made his goatee just a little bit too thick, but it still looks good here. And of course Undertaker does have that pitch black hair which looks amazing, and the sculpt work on it is fantastic. Moving on to Undertaker's ring gear, it's perfect and everything I would have expected out of the Attitude Era Undertaker. The sculpt work in his upper torso is very nice, and I love the accent work that goes into it. We do have some really nice sculpted detail here in the front, and it looks very good, especially with the painted studs. And on his shoulders we have some more sculpted detail which looks very good, and it's very well detailed. As far as his arms go, it's a standard Undertaker arms we've been getting for several figures now, and I love the detailing in his tattoos. He is wearing the bigger style elbow pads, which is accurate to what Undertaker wore. This version of Undertaker is also wearing gloves which look okay, but they do seem a little bit small on the figure. A nice detail is that they did paint the flesh tone on his gloves, so I guess that's a pretty good detail. As far as Undertaker's wrestling tights goes, it's the exact same that we saw on the Ultimate Edition Undertaker and the Target exclusive Undertaker. Those gothic style X's look very good here, and I love the silver stud in the middle. The folds and wrinkles in his tights also look really good, and I just love how all those X's bring out so much detail here. As far as his boots go, he is wearing those smoother ring boots that we saw on the Ultimate Edition Undertaker. They are nicely sculpted with folds and wrinkles going throughout the boot, and I absolutely love the fact that they carried over the toe articulation here. So overall, the detailing on this Undertaker is fantastic, and the reuse from that Ultimate Edition Undertaker works perfectly here for this version of the character. With his details out of the way, let's get Undertaker compared to our usual suspects. Here we have the Undertaker posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have the Monday Night Wars Undertaker posed next to the Ultimate Edition's Undertaker. So Undertaker is going to be slightly taller than your standard WWE figure, which is accurate. So with his comparisons out of the way, let's move on to Undertaker's articulation. Undertaker does have a ball drain in the head. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at his bicep and double hinged elbows. Hinge and swivel at his wrists. Undertaker does have a slight ab crunch as well as the waist swivel. Legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. He has a double bend in his knees. Rotation at his boot, a hinge in the ankle, some slight rocker ankle, and of course a toe hinge. So Undertaker will have your standard elite articulation, which is pretty good for the character. So with everything said and done, let's get the Undertaker posed for my final thoughts. And so here we have the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Monday Night Wars Undertaker posed for my final thoughts, and overall a long time coming, and very happy to have this version of Undertaker in my collection. I really love this attire, and it's everything I would have expected out of Mattel, and they did a really good job with it. The detailing is very nice, and the reuse using the Ultimate Edition legs is perfect, seeing as how that was what Undertaker wore at the time. I especially love the fact that we got the Ultimate Edition feet with this Undertaker. Having that toe hinge does help with some posing. As far as the head sculpt goes, it's not the best head sculpt that we've gotten in the past, but it's absolutely not the worst we've seen. And I think the hands on this figure are throwing me off, seeing as how these were the hands for the Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hulk Hogan. It really doesn't fit with the Undertaker as they are too small. But if you're like me and Undertaker is one of your favorite wrestlers, you have plenty of Undertaker hands to use with this figure, which does fix those small hand issues. But overall, a great figure, and any fan of The Undertaker will want to have this iconic attire in their collection. I'm probably not going to pick up the rest of the Monday Night Wars line, seeing as how The Undertaker was the only figure I really wanted out of the line. Now, the Monday Night Wars series is a Walmart exclusive, so if you are looking for it, definitely check out Walmart at the time I'm making this video. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other action figure and WWE videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragon Knights coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.